Hello. Hey everybody, how we doing? Welcome in. Alright. Let's ready for some fucking Final Fantasy. Oh no, I am. Alright, let me get this right. Hey, how we doing everybody? Good seeing you all. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Have we been well? How's everybody's weekend? All having a good one? You know? Alrighty. Okay. Everyone's in there. Yo, good seeing you all. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright. What do we got? Alright. Okay, alright. I can see you all. Welcome in. Hey everybody, good seeing you all. Who's ready for some Final Fantasy IV? Pretty good. Rainy's just chilling. Nice, nice. Hey, JD Shivers. Good seeing you. Haven't seen you in a while. Good seeing you, mate. Aquiferia? Is that how I pronounce it? How you doing? Welcome in. Good seeing you. Nice to see you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let me just adjust some stuff. Alright, cool. Oh, also too, let's get some love for Sin coming in for 59 months, chat. Let's get some love for Sin. 59 months. JD Shivers as well. Coming in for the 8 months. Hell yeah. It's going. I swear you've been subscribed for way longer than that. Or maybe no, that's about right. That's about right. That's about right. Pez, did you see they released the Kingdom Hearts TV series? I did see that. It's really excited. I'm really excited. I'm trying not to think about it negatively. There's a lot of people going, oh, they're gonna ruin it. Oh. It's like, you can't ruin Kingdom Hearts any more than it's been ruined, you know? Like, Kingdom Hearts, I don't know if anyone needs to play Kingdom Hearts 3. Alright, you can't do any more damage than that. You can't do any more damage than that. I had an old account, I can't get into it anymore, where I sub. That's right. No, I forgot about that. That's right. You had multiple accounts. You had multiple accounts. Kip the Dish Pig. What the fuck? That's a wild name. Welcome in anyway. Good seeing you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Chat, also too, just letting you all know, we have a new sponsor. Oh, what's that down the bottom? Oh, it's PLE at the moment. Just wait a little second. Just wait a little second. Ready? Just wait a second. Ready? Just wait for it. Boom! MSI, chat. Let's get some love for MSI. That's right. We're sponsored by MSI. MSI just got me a brand new. It's a hell of a name. It's a hell of a name. If you hit exclamation MSI in chat, you'll see the new monitor that they've given me. This thing is huge. It is so big that I can't use my other two monitors. I have to like put them on their side. So I have this gigantic monitor, and it is like, I've never experienced. All right. Now, this is not the paid segment of the sponsor thing, so this is just me giving you like my honesty. I have never seen a monitor that displays black as this monitor does. It's crazy. Like, when I'm turning it off, you can see like each monitor has like they kind of like glow, even when it's like a full black screen. But this thing is just, you can't see it. It's just the void. It's just the void. It's so crystal clear. I'm gonna need you to say the name. It is the wait, which one am I? Oh, wait, actually, whoops. Sorry, I gotta fix mine. No, I put the wrong monitor name in it. So let me just fix that real quick. All right, everybody just talk to you amongst yourselves for a sec while I fix up my mess up. Copy and pasted the wrong line. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 sec, chat. Just give me 1 sec. Just give me 1 sec. Just give me 1 sec. Don't say anything. Don't tell MSI. All right, well, let's hit that link again, chat, because I'm pretty sure it's the correct correct one. All right, okay, should be working. Wow, look at that. It is the MPG 322 URQ QD OLED X24 monitor. It is a big fucking monitor. All right, I should swear. It is a big bloody monitor. It is a huge monitor.
Oh, such a tease.
But chat, if you ever see that link pop up and you're like, do you know what? I feel like clicking that link. Click that link because it shows MSI that he's like clicking that link. And by the way, Dish the Pig, thank you for the Prime sub. Chat, let's get some love. Thank you so much. All right, so. Oh, great. Well, it's regard. You used the link. The link was correct though. Okay, chat. I want you all to know. I appreciated all the love and support and the kindness that you all gave me for my last 3 PowerPoint presentations, which honestly they took a lot. They took a lot of work. Now I can say with confidence, I've probably half finished the one for Final Fantasy IV. I plan to do it as I go on because I might add and change things as we go. I made up to about just under halfway point of the game. I've got enough PowerPoint slides in here to cover us until the Mount Ordeals. And if you know Final Fantasy IV, which you all should, anyone that's watched this before, where Mount Ordeals is, I currently have a total of 36 slides already, and that's just for Mount Ordeals. So yeah, this is there is a lot. There is a lot to this one, and I put a lot of work into this one. So hopefully you enjoy it all, because I know I worked bloody hard on it. Kylie and this, thank you for the follow too. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, cool. Let me just close that out. All right, cool. I've got my chats in a different part of my screen at the moment too. But anyway, it's good seeing you. I didn't actually. Oh shit! I didn't make a coffee. I should have made a coffee. Whoop. So my model just went ballistic. All right, but anyway. All right, my chat's over on the right side instead of the left. I think I might. I don't know if I like it over there now. Actually, you know, I'm gonna adjust some stuff. Let me just. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, this should. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, cool. All right. All right, where are we at? This is quite literally over there. All right, cool. But anyway, good seeing you over the weekend, and thank you for the. By the way, chat, I'm sitting on about roughly 10 question videos, so thank you everybody. I saw a short somewhere today saying you were playing through all the Final Fantasy games, so here I am. My favorite is 8. Wow, that's a good. Chat, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's hear it. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, I am. I am playing all the Final Fantasies. We're currently up to 4. We do slow playthroughs. I do something very psychotic. Nobody on... I haven't seen anybody on Twitch do this before. But I do this thing. And by the way, I made a new slide, chat. I made a new slide. Like, as if I'm giving, like, a presentation. I make PowerPoint slides going over the history and whatnot of every Final Fantasy game. So, yeah, you have this to look forward to. You have this to look forward to. Isn't that exciting? I've got a nice little podium as well. Right, a little podium. All right, but anyway, let's not get too sucked into it right yet. Let's not go sucking anything off right yet, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna dive into it. I nearly want. Maybe I should go boil the kettle. Should I go boil the kettle and get a coffee ready? I haven't been here for a few days too, because I'm sure you are like blistering with questions as well, right? I'm sure you are all blistering with questions. Pez, are you going to play the After Years? I don't want to play the After Years. I fucking hate the After Years. I was going to like make it a sub goal, but last time I played the After Years, it was like did irreversible damage to my channel, and 2, the save file got corrupted. So I've got this like, I'm in like, just a hate. It's not a love-hate relationship. What's that feeling you have when you just fucking hate something? Oh yeah, I hate it. Yeah, there we go. That's the word. And the only reason why, even though I like Final Fantasy, I nearly said like, even though I don't like Final Fantasy 2, I have to play Final Fantasy 2 because it's one of the mainline. I'm gonna go boil the kettle. I want you to look at my mug. All right, I'll be back in a sec. Kettle's still boiling. All right. Anyway. How we doing? Where was chat? All right, over here. Hey, Renee, good seeing you. Go chat. I got Nepto baby stuck in my head. I'll tell you what's stuck in my head right now. Is my daughter. My daughter has discovered this show on Disney called, it's called Zombies. And there's 4 movies. It's about a chemical explosion that made half the town zombies and the other half of the town's cheerleaders. And I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. Because the songs are so fucking catchy. And I've got this song called Someday stuck in my head. And I literally want to headbutt a knife just to get it out there. And then I was like, okay, cool. When it's finally over, it's finally done and my daughter seems to be over it. We're watching D23 at the Disney event. And they showed the Rapunzel live action. Which my kids actually like, the Tangled movie. And the actor who plays the zombie in Zombies is playing Finn Rider. And my wife goes, oh, look, it's Zed. He's the one, he's playing Finn Rider. He's the guy from Zombies. So my daughter's like, oh my God, we've got to watch it all again. I'm like, fuck. Right, the kettle's boiled. I'll be back in a sec. All right, I'm back. Alrighty. Oh. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, you guys got my attention. What's going on? Is Pez an Englishman? I am an Australian man. Alright. Zombie movies are fantastic. Shut up. Zombie Finn Rider. Anyway, where are we at? Sorry, I'm just playing catch up. Alright, cool. Alrighty. Alright, where we at? We got a question. Look, Charles With has got a question. Alright, let me get in this. So, thanks for being patient, everybody. If I don't have a coffee, then I don't have a coffee. Alright. We have a question in from Charles With. Hey Pez, which sword in Final Fantasy series do you think looks the most badass with your sorry, let me say that again. Hey Pez, which sword in Final Fantasy series do you think looks the most badass in your opinion? Wow, do you know, that's a really good question. I'm somewhat of a fan of Final Fantasy. I don't know if you know this. So this is a really good question. It's almost like it was tailored for me. Possibly one of the best. Look, a lot of people go to like some of the classics. They go to like the Buster Sword in Final Fantasy VII, or they go the Gunblade, you know, or sometimes they go to Brotherhood in Final Fantasy X. But if we look across all the weapons, all right, across all of Final Fantasy, there's a weapon that's just like this level of badass where it's like, not only is this weapon dangerous to those that are about to be hit by it, it's also dangerous to the wielder, alright? In Final Fantasy X, they have this weapon called the World Champion, alright? And it's a weapon for Waka, alright? And what it is, it's a blitzball that has a blade all the way around it, alright? Now, Waka's a really good blitzball player. Obviously, it's his whole thing, alright? But if you look at his stats, he's not like the best blitzball player in the whole game. But, you know, obviously that's his whole thing. And even some of the best in the world have a slip-up, alright? If he throws that ball in the wrong way and kicks it in the wrong position, he's cutting his fucking toes off, alright? Okay? But it takes somebody with a lot of metal to want to be able to wield a weapon like that, okay? And I reckon that has to be the most badass weapon ever, alright? Or there's also like Nail Bat, which is literally a bat with a bunch of nails in it in Final Fantasy VII, alright? You're going up against, the beings created by the planet that can wipe shit out, and you're running at them with a bloody piece of wood with a nail in it. Yeah, that's pretty badass too. But what do you guys reckon? What's the most wild weapon to you guys? Metal. Honestly, the World Champion is one of the most insane weapons ever. Is English Pez first language? It sounds like he's gargling marbles. Probably. Maybe I like to gargle marbles. Quistis with a whips. Feels like you know what? But do you know what? I'll fill out. But do you know what is also a pretty wild weapon? All right, and I think an honorable mention has to go to Renoa, by launching her dog off her little hand catapult thing she has. So what's it called? Like Renoa, it has to go to Renoa with her little like wrist crossbow thing, launching her dog. All right, I don't know if Peter have actually seen Final Fantasy VIII, but I wonder if they would kick up a stink if they saw Renoa launch her dog Angel, like head first into like an armadillo or something like that, you know? That's pretty badass. I will say that. Well, what did I say? Angelo. Here we go. We're gonna have one. Hey Fez, can. All right. Alright, what do we got? Okay, we have a question in from Sias. Hey Pez, some Final Fantasies can be very goofy at times. Which Final Fantasy do you think is the goofiest, and what is your favorite comedic scene? Wow, do you know what? That is a really good question. There are a lot of goofy scenes across the whole franchise. Alright, just recently we've seen Final Fantasy VII Rebirth introduce moonwalking, high-pitched dancing Red 13, along with the whole bald scene where you go into the bald club. If you've got hair, you're not allowed to come in. I mean, it's pretty goofy. It's very Disney-like. But there is one scene in all Final Fantasy that I cannot get my mind off of, and I think it's one of the best scenes ever. In Final Fantasy V, when you come across this turtle, and for the life of me, I can't remember what this turtle's name is. It's like this old ancient turtle that's been around for a long time. And when you go to talk to it, all of a sudden, the main villain, X-Def, all of a sudden, what's his name? Giddo. Okay, yeah, let me redo this one. In Final Fantasy V, you come across this turtle called Giddo, all right? And it is one of this like old ancient beings that's been around for a long time. And when you go to talk to him, you walk up and you're like, oh, it's a turtle, and like you push the turtle and you knock it on its back. He's like, what are you doing? Like, don't fucking do this to me. Like, oh shit, the turtle talks, and the turtle's like giving you a smack and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, a few scenes later, when you go to revisit the turtle, suddenly the main villain, X-Def, reappears, and the main villain X-Def appears, and he goes, haha, I turned myself into a splinter. And you're like, holy shit, that's pretty awesome. And then all of a sudden, the turtle and X-Def, if you don't know this, X-Def is a tree. Like, he's an evil tree. So you're watching this tree that was a splinter turned itself into like this like armored knight fight a turtle, and you're just watching this turtle and this tree have this fight where it looks like, you know, this, like when Yoda fights the Palpatine, or like when Goku is fighting like your Majin Buu or whoever, and they're doing that fight where they're like fighting so fast that they're just like blurs, they're like after visions and stuff. It is awesome, and there's obviously a reference with Splinter and Ninja Turtles and whatnot, so it's obviously like a nice little cue there. But that is like for such a serious moment. It is so goofy. It is so goofy. But there's also in like Final Fantasy VII Remake, when Cloud's clearly getting a hand job. It's like he goes into that like massage parlor and she gives him a hand job, and not actually giving him a, you know, you get your mind out of the gutter, okay? It's not a proper hand job. He literally gets his hand massaged, okay? And then, like, in Final Fantasy X-2, when you go up to that... You got that, you know, in Final Fantasy X-2, you've got that massage minigame. That's a really good point. You got the massage minigame, and if you go too hard, she, like, goes, oh! Or even in Final Fantasy X-2, where you go up to the, you go into the sauna... I don't know, a lot of people know this. There is actually, like a hot spring scene where all the girls get in their bikinis. I never looked at that. I was a gentleman, right? What I did, I activated that scene and I went, I'm sorry, my ladies, and I walked out of the room just because I'm a gentleman, you know. But yeah, no, I still think the goofiest scene has to go to Final Fantasy V with the tree fighting the turtle. That was easily one of the best in my opinion. Thank you for that question. That was a really good one. Holy shit! I just burnt my tongue. All right. Anyway. Ugh. Yeah, okay, so let's just a little bit of housekeeping today. What are we talking about? Alright, so we are currently at our next goal. We are at, what are we at? 336 subs. Which means we are 60... What does that work to be? 64 subs away from unlocking a Final Fantasy V PowerPoint presentation. We have until the end of Final Fantasy IV. Which, you know, Final Fantasy IV isn't a very long game, so I'll probably smash this through easy. If we get that done, we will actually do a PowerPoint presentation for Final Fantasy V. If not, well then, obviously I won't do one. And then we'll move on to Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, so that's kind of what I got there. What about the most unique weapon in your opinion? What is the most... I think the Gunblade's pretty unique, but it's been done to death. I think the dumbest weapon, it's unique, but I think what the dumbest weapon is in Final Fantasy 13, you've got Vanille, who uses like a tree branch, like a fishing rod. Like I don't care if you say to me like, oh no, this is actually an old ancient weapon that actually makes sense. It's a dumb weapon, alright? It's a fucking dumb weapon. It's an absolutely dumb weapon. A bowsaw would make so much more sense. When it has a fork, yeah, but have you stabbed anybody with... I'm not... Okay, don't criminalize yourself by saying have you stabbed someone with a fork. A fork makes a lot more sense than a bloody... what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Whatever the hell Vanille uses. What's the plans for today? We're starting our Final Fantasy IV run. Actually, that's exciting. Isn't that exciting? We'll probably kick it off in about 5 minutes. And I have a lot of PowerPoint presentations to go over. But yeah, and also too, just a reminder, if you are, between now and the start of the game, if you are, we're going to be naming, how many characters are we naming? Oh, whoever's the most highest subscriber between now and the start of the game, you will get to name Cecil for the run. So... did you also hear that... Yeah. Hayden, what's her name? Save the cheerleader, save the world. What's her name? Hayden. I can't remember her last name. Starts with P. She passed away. Very sadly. She was also the voice actor of Kairi from Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. That was it. Yeah. I remember. I couldn't get it. She's 2 years younger than me. I thought she was older than me. I remember when I first started dating Amanda, like, I loved Heroes, and we missed the finale of Heroes because our car broke down. I got told that the finale kind of sucked. Yeah, but then there was Hero Season 2. One sec, chat. Just needed to have like a mega cough then. But yeah, no, it's so sad. Honestly, it's so sad. But yeah, she was a mother. Yeah, I don't want to speculate on what happened. I've been seeing everyone in my family I've spoken to, even my wife, they're like, oh, did you hear this? But they said it's this, or, you know, but I'm like, oh, regardless, it sucks. She had kids and she died. So. That's right, her brother passed away too, yeah. That's really sad. That is really, really sad. Yeah, it was very, very unfortunate to see that. But yeah. Alright. Just moving some stuff around. Ah, cool. She had a fucking heart. Yeah, she had I saw something online, and my wife was telling me she had she was diagnosed with postnatal depression as well. Yeah, you don't know what's going on in people's lives, honestly, chat. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. So obviously very unfortunate. Anyway, let's turn it around to something a little less grim. But yeah, it definitely sucks to hear. But yeah, anyway, what else is going on in everybody's life? Yeah, tell me something happy that's going on in somebody else's life. All right, we're gonna get this kicking off in 2 minutes. We'll kick off with the PowerPoint presentation. But you have between now to naming Cecil. Currently at the moment, Sin, JD, and Kip the Dish Pig are currently tied for naming rights for Cecil. So, if you want to name Cecil, now's the time to get in. I managed to hardlock myself in Final Fantasy IX yesterday. How'd you do that? Cecil is a great name. So I think Cecil is the most...
Oh
shit!
It's such a tease.
JD's just come in. JD's like, do you know what? I'm naming that character. Remember, it can't be anything offensive. Oh yeah, Sin... Oh, I was going to say Sin, JD, and Kip the Pig were tied for naming rights, but JD just jumped ahead then. Hey, Hat, good seeing ya. Okay, cool. Hey, Batty, good seeing you, mate. Alright, do you have any questions you want to get in before we dive into it? Oh, how good's coffee? How good's coffee? With a list. With a Cecil. With a Cecil. I don't like I don't know, Cecil just seems like I don't know. It seems like a I don't know, it just doesn't sound very masculine. But then you got Cecil in Cecil in bloody Invincible is like one of my favorite characters. He's awesome. At least it's not Chadley. How are your preps from Gamescom going? Very good. Very good. Hey Paz, if you could rewrite or update any Final Fantasy, which would you rework and how would you improve? That's a really good point. Let me get this in. Yeah, this is a tricky one because there's so many that I would want to. Chat, have a think about this one. Help me with this question because there's a few spinning in my head, and you guys actually come in with some good answers that I totally steal, by the way. Hey Pez, if you could rewrite or update any Final Fantasy game, which one would you rework and how would you improve it? Wow, isn't that that's a really good question. Wow, that's a very clever question. You must be very smart. That's possibly one of the best questions we've ever had. I think that one of the obvious ones is if they've already started filming... What is that? I think one of the obvious ones is if they've already started doing the voice acting for Final Fantasy. Like, if they've already... I think the obvious one for me is if they've already done all the voice acting for Final Fantasy VII Part 3, obviously it would be reworking me in there as the toilet guy. Or even possibly putting a toilet guy in there if he's not in there. I think that's an obvious one, right? But I think... if I was to look beyond the obvious one that we all know, it would be Final Fantasy XII. And the way I would rework it is have everybody record their lines so they don't sound like they're over the fucking telephone. If you listen to Final Fantasy XII, everyone's voice acting sounds like they were recorded over an old landline from the 80s. It sounds terrible. And honestly, it sounds terrible. Everybody just sounds like they're inside of a tin can. Absolutely awful. Absolutely hate it. It is so bad. It is so bad. Hey, Pez, you hyped for Resonance? I am. I'm very hyped for it. I'm very hyped for it. I'm hyped for Blood of the Dawnwalker. I'm hyped for Onimusha. I'm hyped for... what's the... There's another game coming out. What am I thinking of? I'm hyped for Trails in the Skies Part 2. I've been secretly playing Part 1 offline. There's a lot I'm hyped about, honestly, but Resonance is probably up there. It's definitely up there. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. So would you do... who do you have to bribe to make Square do a Gilgamesh game? See, that's my fear. I need someone to ask me a question, right? I need someone to ask me a question. All right, you know, I've been cooking on this idea for the perfect Final Fantasy game. All right, that spans across. I need someone to ask me the perfect question about Pez. Describe to me Pez. If you could make your own Final Fantasy game, what would it be and what would it be about? All right. If you could pick any Final Fantasy to be made into a live-action movie, which one do you pick and who would you cast? Oh, we've already done that one. But that, Lumpy Cumb. Thank you for that question. That's a really good question. I want to make it... We've done that one. I want to do it. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go Batty for this one. I don't think Batty's asked a question before. Alright. If you... we have a question in. If you could make your own Final Fantasy game, what would it be about? Wow, do you know what? It's about time someone asked me this question. I've been waiting for someone to ask me this question. This is possibly one of the best questions out there because I've got the best answer, alright? Okay, if I can make my own Final Fantasy game, alright, it would be Final Fantasy 30, alright? Because that way it would be Final Fantasy XXX. Because you can imagine the rating on it. It's already going to hit mainstream media. Everybody's going to be like, oh my god, what's it going to be about? This is going to be crazy, right? Cool, we've already roped them in with the marketing. But what I want this Final Fantasy to be about... Actually, give me one sec. I can't have this music playing in the background while I'm trying to... having Pandemonium playing in the background while I'm doing it. What's going to be a good one for the background? Prologue's always a good one. I'll prelude. Alright, let me redo this one. Sorry about it. We have a question in. If you could make your own Final Fantasy game, what would it be about? Wow, do you know what? That's a really good question. Honestly, that's possibly one of the best questions ever because I've been waiting for this question. I don't know why people don't ask me to do this more often, alright? This is possibly one of the best questions ever, alright? Okay, I have the perfect answer for this, okay? Excuse me. Firstly, I want to make Final Fantasy 30, alright? Because it'll be Final Fantasy XXX, alright? And we all know that in itself is going to do really well. People are going to be like, whoa, Final Fantasy XXX. I need to buy this shit right now, okay? Boom, we've already got our marketing sorted. We don't even need to spend anything on marketing, alright? And what the game will be about, it will be about the journey of Gilgamesh, alright? It will start at the end of Final Fantasy V. It will start at the end of Final Fantasy V, when Xdeath sends Gilgamesh into the void, alright? He sends him through a dimensional door and he gets flung across the universe. And if you don't know, Gilgamesh actually is the same character, the exact same character that appears in every other Final Fantasy where he appears, alright? So if you ever played a Final Fantasy game and there's a character called Gilgamesh, it's not just a reimagining version of Gilgamesh, it is Gilgamesh. And it would be about his journey across the multiverse, okay? And it's about his journey about collecting all the different swords, okay? And as he goes on, he picks up, like, all of, like, different companions that, like, different NPCs. You've never really even thought about them making, like, you never really thought about them being part of the multiverse, right? So, for example, in Final Fantasy VIII, when Gilgamesh appears for the first time, you go up against Sifa, right? And Sifa cuts down Odin, and then all of a sudden Gilgamesh appears, all right? But just before that fight, Raijin and Fujin end up piecing out and leaving Sifa on his own, okay? So they bugger off. What if they join him on his journey across the multiverse, you know? Or if we go a little bit further in Final Fantasy IX, you see him in there. You'll have, like, in Final Fantasy IX, right? You see Sir Fratley, or whatever his fucking name is, the rat dude who, like, had amnesia just to get away from his girlfriend or whatever. Imagine him joining that. You take the best of the best that were never part of the main cast and have them become this, like, ultimate party that just takes on whatever the end being is at the end of all Final Fantasies. It could be, like, the Void itself, you know? I reckon that there would be, like, the most perfect Final Fantasy. You could even do it like a Bill and Ted adventure, like the journey across the Final Fantasy multiverse. And that would be, and in my opinion, I reckon that should be the final Final Fantasy, in my opinion. Don't you reckon? Don't you reckon that would be a banger? Like, who would you want to see inside that game? It'd be turn-based. It would have an open world. All right. It would have a materia system. It would have an item system in Final Fantasy IX. It would have the junction system as well. It would have triple triad. It would have everything. It would have Lulu. It would have just multiple Lulus. All right. There'll be this part where, like, Lulu hangs out and she's like, "Oh, do you just want to hang out?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, let's just fucking hang out and watch Netflix. You know, it'd be sick." You know, or even have, like, Chocolina from Final Fantasy X too. From Final Fantasy 13 too. Why? I don't fucking know. Maybe I want to ride a Chocobo. Maybe I want to ride Chocolina. What was the question again? Oh, Gilgamesh was a fan of Tetramite. Yeah, the reason why Gilgamesh doesn't like... Wait, was there a Gilgamesh... I can't remember off the top of my head, but was there a Gilgamesh triple triad card? Oh, by the way, chat, this is an actual call for action, okay? In September, I'm going to be in Japan for a good chunk of time. I am looking for an editor. I'm going to look for a short-term editor. I want to get somebody to make on a total of 6 videos for me while I'm gone, shorts, in my style. If you feel like you can do it, if you feel like you have the skills, let me know, all right? If you don't have any experience with Premiere Pro, or if you're like, "Oh, I could give it a go," now I need someone who's an actual video editor, okay? So, and if you are good, please send me your examples, okay? This will be paid work. This will be a paid opportunity too. I will be paying you. Anyway. Yeah, I'll be putting out a call to action to a few other editors as well. But if you are interested and you want to give it a crack, let me know. And if you do really good, this wouldn't be just a one-off thing. I could probably look to... there could be retention there. I could put you on a retainer. So, anyway. Easy as. All right. Okay, cool. Anyway, guys, are you ready to play some Final Fantasy IV? Anyway. I know I am. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So what do you reckon, guys? You just want to get into it? I reckon we should get into it. All right. Oh, okay. Well, this was supposed... You're gonna get flashbanged, all right? Any second now, okay? So I'm just warning you. 3, 2, 1. Boom! There we go. This monitor's fucking huge, by the way. Okay. Where's the music? Where's the music? Where's the music? Where's the music? There we go.
Oh,
Fudge, thank you
such
so
a
much.
tease.
I like you, but I also like 2 months of Audible. That's right, too, chat. If you subscribe to me, you also get 2 months of Audible for free. Well, it's not free because you're paying money to subscribe to me. Yeah, there's a thing going right now. I actually use Audible quite a lot. I wish Audible would sponsor me. Can everybody at Audible and go sponsor Pez, please? All right. Okay, chat. Who's ready to get into some Final Fantasy? Okay. Well, before we do get in there, I gotta run something by you all. We're not quite ready yet. We're not quite ready to get in there. Do you know why? Do you want to know why? You want to know why? Because we have a PowerPoint presentation to go over. That's right. That's right, everybody. It is time for the PowerPoint presentation. All right, guys. I worked very hard on this. Now, I tried my best to get a lot of this. A lot of this I have pulled from thin air, is trying to interpret it in my own, my own interpretation on things around lore, meaning, and stuff like that. So just do take it with a grain of salt that not everything I share here is lore accurate, but accurate. I can't even say the word accurate. The accuracy of what I'm trying to say is not always correct, but I am going to try my best. Man, some of the PowerPoint, like it was nothing. All right. But how do you think of the new scene? My new little, I got like my little podium. All right. Okay. Chat. So, if you don't know, this is Final Fantasy IV. We can see across here we have like multiple variants of like the cover art. The version we're playing at the moment is the top right one. Obviously not the Switch version, but this is the Pixel Remastered. But Final Fantasy IV is one of those titles that has gotten a lot more love than many other titles across the franchise. Okay. Excuse me. Fucking shot out of stage. But one of the most famous ones is down the bottom right, where we can see the party. There's only 2 characters in there that actually match who's actually in this, which is the second character is Rosa, and then Edge, which is like the ninja character. But the black mages and white mages do exist, but they're just like NPCs. But anyway, all right, let's get going. All right, so Square Enix was only just getting started. Okay, and by I mean like that, Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 were huge successes, even though Final Fantasy 2 was a bit. But anyway. Final Fantasy IV launched in Japan on July 19, 1991 on the Super Famicom. It reached North America on November 23 in 1991, where it was renamed to Final Fantasy II because the original Final Fantasy II and 3 had never been officially released there. Active time battles. So this is the introduction of the active time battles, okay? The Final Fantasy IV introduced Hiroyuki Ito's revolutionary ATB system, blending real-time pressure with traditional turn-based combat. This also had a true romance. Cecil and Rosa gave Final Fantasy's first major on-screen romantic relationship. All right, not like Zeal with his hot dogs, okay? Which we all can agree, which is easily one of the best romances across the franchise. Am I right? Am I right? I'm sure one person got a chuckle out of that. But there's also character-driven drama. All right, rather than the interchangeable heroes, every party member has a fixed identity, job, motivation, and personal story. Now, this is one of the things I like about Final Fantasy IV, and one of the things I hate about Final Fantasy IV. Not only does this game completely diminishes your ability of replayability and discoverability and options and experimenting, because Final Fantasy IV is the biggest on-rails RPG ever created, in my opinion. You don't have much freedom, okay? Each character, the only freedom you have is maybe not giving them better equipment. That's about it. But it does make up that it is one of the best stories of this era, okay? Okay. The 16-bit era. The 16-bit era begins. Final Fantasy IV was the first Final Fantasy in development for the Super Famicom and the SNES, allowing Square to dramatically expand its presentation, animation, and story and sound telling. By playing this, you can immediately see the change in quality going from 3. Sakaguchi's step in the right direction. Alright, so there's a lot of times, you could easily say Final Fantasy had hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. Very rarely any misses. Okay. Every Final Fantasy, yes, even 2, was a step in the right direction. But I would say from Final Fantasy 3 going on to Final Fantasy IV, this was leaps and bounds in the right direction. They were sprinting in the right direction. With Final Fantasy IV, Hironobu Sakaguchi wanted to combine the strong ideas from the first 3 games, rather than just simply repeating one of them. Final Fantasy I's battle, Final Fantasy II character-driven storytelling, and Final Fantasy III's varied combat roles. Takashi Tokita later described Final Fantasy IV as essentially amplifying the best of all 3, which I think we can agree this is exactly what it is. The move to the Super Famicom also gave the team the power to tell the power to tell a far more cinematic and emotional story, because obviously limitations is literally a thing. Okay, with romance, betrayal, sacrifice, and characters physically acting out scenes through animation. The big change: Sakaguchi was becoming less hands-on himself. He later said his role in Final Fantasy IV was primarily a director, overseeing the whole game, while the younger team surprisingly shaped the characters and events and dialogue. This is also, too, where I didn't actually make a slide about this, but I probably will. This game is where Nomura... we all know Nomura, right? Nomura, what do you think about Nomura? What do we think about? We think Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy VII, you know. This is where Nomura joined the team. And he joined the team as a debugger, okay? I might make a slide for him at the end there, but it's a pretty good story to tell right there, I would say so myself. But yeah. Anyway, this is where we start to see Sakaguchi kind of like take a step back, and he also gets promoted to like a more senior role inside the company as well. I'm not going to go over the full team because this had a pretty larger team working on it than 3, but we'll go over some of the main people here. So the 4 team, Final Fantasy IV marked the rise of several developers who would become hugely important to Final Fantasy. Hironobu Sakaguchi was the director, overall plot, world structure, and story flow. Takashi Tokita, which is the game designer, scenario, characters, events, dialogues, dramatic staging. Then Ito, which is the battle designer, creator of the ATB system. Which is where we at, and then the composer. Obviously, we had Nobuo Uematsu. The theme of love is possibly one of the most played themes out of this whole game. It's I know Final Fantasy XIV used the hell out of it. And then we have Yoshi Takada, I'm struggling to name. I'm just gonna say Amato. Character design, obviously. Actually, he actually had a lot of like investment into this that actually is the reason why Kane was actually on the cover art. He thought he knew that Cecil was the main character, but he thought Kane was a cooler looking character, so he's like, no, we're going to put him on the cover. There's no story reason behind it. Amano just thought he just looks way cooler. That's hence the reason. This is a cool little fact here. So Takedo recalled the staff didn't simply hand work between departments. Developers often created a character, wrote their dialogue, placed their sprites, and programmed the whole scene themselves. This is back of a time when like Square Enix was like still a smaller company, and they were just like making it for the love of it, obviously making like a lot of money. But this is like we're starting to see the team become a real business, like a real business with like HR departments and marketing teams and all this sort of jazz. Back then, but around here, this is when they would do shit, they'd work, and then they go off and have a few drinks or whatever, or they probably work drunk. I don't know. I can't confirm that, but I know Sakaguchi liked to have a drink or two. Ito reportedly conceived the ATB system while watching the Formula One, imagining fast competitors acting again while slower ones were simply completing their turn. So, I love that. I fucking love that the ATB system was literally built by someone watching the Formula One. I love the fact that that's a thing, all right? Do you know how many things could, like, draw... Like, the ATB system was obviously huge. Like, the ATB system was used for Final Fantasy, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay? And this is just, like, an idea that just popped into his head, thinking, like, oh, if you're not fast enough, someone's going to overtake you. And this is how you see the turn-based system evolve. All by simply watching that. So you can draw inspiration from anywhere in life, which I think is so fucking cool. All right. Anyway, so that's all I'll talk about this because we will go over quite a lot as we go on. So I'm just still finishing my coffee. Hey, you're welcome to Made It In for the PowerPoint presentation. Welcome in, welcome in. Chat, I already lost another 100 subs. So look, if you guys are feeling like getting me back to a cool 600 subs, we're only 193 subs away. I gotta stop taking. I feel like I've taken too much time off. But anyway, chat. Oh, there we go.
Such a tease.
DJ Jello, thank you so much for the sub. I bloody appreciate it. Thank you so much. Chat, let's get some love. Brand new Prime sub. All right, and now, chat. Final Fantasy IV. You should also subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube, by the way. Now, I'm going to finish my coffee if anybody wants to get subs in, all right? By the way, if you give 3 or more subs, you will be in the running for naming Cecil. Currently, JD Shivers is winning it too. How many heals turns does Kane do in this game? I think he does a total of 3, right? I could be wrong. Could be wrong. And by the way, chat, once this game is done, if you hit exclamation Final Fantasy, sorry, if you hit exclamation FF Marathon in Twitch chat, you will get to, you click that link and you will see the past presentations in there. Yeah, easy as. Okay, is this first time Final Fantasy or nah? This is like probably my 10th time playing Final Fantasy 4. But yeah. But welcome in, Chad02. Welcome in. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Welcome in. But yeah, Chad, if you are new to the stream, I do this all the time. If we play a Final Fantasy or a game that I know better than the back of my hand, I build a PowerPoint presentation on and cover you in the goo that is the lore of the game. This is my favorite Final Fantasy because it was the first one I played. It's got its issues, but nostalgia hits hard. That's right. Nostalgia is like a hammer with a ballpoint hammer. Right to the point. What Final Fantasy are you looking most forward to? I got some pretty cool ideas for Final Fantasy VIII that I want to go over because I've done a lot of like extra research on that one, like behind the scenes dev stuff. So I'm excited to share that. But I always get excited to play. Why am I excited to play this one? Probably Final Fantasy VI. I'm keen to do 6 again. So, yeah. Alright. You ready for the lore? We're all here for the lore. Before Final Fantasy IV, long before Cecil's story began, an advanced race known as the Lunarians loses its homeworld. The survivors travel to the Blue Planet, but discover humanity is still too young for peaceful coexistence. They therefore create an artificial second moon and enter a long sleep, waiting for humanity to evolve. All right, by the way, the technology to create a moon is fucking hectic. I just want to point that out. One Lunarian, Kluya, chose a different path. Fascinated by humanity, he traveled to the Blue Planet and shared advanced knowledge with its people, and eventually falls in love with a woman. Wow, a human woman, not let alone any kind of woman, a human woman. But another Lunarian, Zemus, believes humanity should simply be wiped out so the Lunarians can inherit their planet. That's what I'm talking about. His hatred survived while he sleeps. Okay. Chat, the story of this game is also, if you're so fucking angry, go to therapy. A lot of Final Fantasies would actually be, the problems would be solved if therapy was a thing. I just want to point that out in these words. You never see a therapist. I reckon if they're the most OP class in Final Fantasy, if they were to create a new job system, would be therapist. Oh my god, could you imagine all the problems they solve? This slide deliberately introduces the ancient history without revealing Cecil's connection to it yet. Okay, obviously, there are some spoiler stuff in these slides, okay? Okay, now we step forward. The current political landscape, what's going on right now. A world on the edge of war. By the beginning of Final Fantasy IV, the Kingdom of Baron has become the world's dominant military power. Its greatest advantage is the Red Wings, an elite air force capable of attacking kingdoms before the traditional armies can respond. However, Baron's behavior has changed. The king the king begins ordering forces to seize the world's elemental crystals, regardless of the cost of innocent nations. Other kingdoms, including Damn Cyan, Fabul, and Massidia, suddenly find themselves facing an enemy with unmatched air superiority. And Baron's greatest weapon is a man ordered to attack those. Cecil Harvey. Send in Cecil. Anyway. Alright. Now, when we start this game, we're going to be going into the events. Now, I want you to imagine, right, even though this is pixel, take a moment to just realize we are playing... We're taking control of a character who has just gone in and murdered innocent men and women trying to defend their homeland for a crystal, and he's not even sure why he's doing it. He's like, I'll kill him, but I don't want to do it. Okay, so we are essentially playing the bad guy at the start of this. Attack on Mysidia. Final Fantasy IV doesn't begin with Cecil saving someone. It begins with him committing an atrocity. Cecil and the Red Wings attack the peaceful, magical city of Mysidia, using orders from the Kingdom of Baron, and seizes the water crystal. The Mysidians offer little meaningful resistance, yet people are killed during the assault. Cecil successfully completes his mission, but returns home deeply disturbed what he has done. When he questions the king, insanely brutal orders, he is stripped of his command of the Red Wings. Why this opening matters. Most RPG heroes don't begin innocent. Cecil begins the game already needing a redemption. Okay. And so, chat, let's talk about Cecil, who is going to be named by, at this current, JD Shivers, unless someone wants to drop 3 subs. Wow, isn't that crazy? Alright. Cecil Harvey. Cecil is the captain of the Red Wings and a feared knight. Raised by the king, he believed in loyalty and duty until the attack on Mysidia forces him to question everything. Excuse me. Scratch my nose. The role? His role. So but this is a good kind of breakdown, chat. With each character in each town, I'm breaking things down into role, motivation, the meaning of their names, and a bit of kind of an extra fact on it, and then some fun facts, okay? So you'll see this theme go along with a lot of Final Fantasies moving forward. I've been trying to kind of break it down a little bit more so we kind of hit important key points. But anyway. His role, he is the Dark Knight, he is the Red Wings commander, captain, and he's Baron's elite soldiers. Him and Kane are the elite of the elite, okay? His motivation, discover why the king has become cruel while struggling with his own loyalty and guilt. His name meaning, okay? Now remember, if you're new to these streams, this is why if you're new to these streams, this is why I like to go over the names of the meaning of the names, is because a lot of the time Square Enix puts a lot of thought. Oh,
such a tease.
Thank you so much, chat. Let's get some love. Thank you so much, Sias, for giving Tecto Man a bloody subpoo. A lot of the time, Square Enix puts a lot of thought into naming their characters, and usually the character can pretty much be explained simply by their name. Okay, so in this case, Cecil is linked to the Latin Caius. I've never actually said that aloud. Caius, meaning blind, fitting a man initially blind to the truth about the Baron and himself. And this will become really in his name will have a deeper meaning when we get to Mount Ordeal. Harvey comes from Bruton Harvier, meaning battle-worthy, perfectly reflecting his life as a warrior. So he's a blind, battle-worthy knight. Okay, so essentially he's fighting blindly for his kingdom. So a little fun fact, Cecil's Dark Knight to Paladin transformation was part of his character concept early into the development. Okay. And the last slide at the moment we'll do until we actually kick things off. Is the Kingdom of Baron, where our story will begin. The Kingdom of Baron is Final Fantasy IV's dominant military kingdom. It's in the home of Cecil, Kain, Rosa, and Cid, and the Red Wings. Once respected, it has suddenly become invading nations and stealing their crystals. Their role, they are the world's dominant military power. Their political power, Baron's advanced airships, it gives unmatched reach and military superiority. Fucking hell, trying to get that word out. The name meaning Baron is a European noble title essentially associating with powerful landholder, warrior, or retainer. Fitting for a kingdom built around hierarchy, military service, and loyalty to the crown. I mean, the name Baron, just saying the name Baron, for me at least, kind of has a, like, it's a powerful word. It doesn't sound like a strong word, but it's a powerful word. Like, when you hear the word Baron, you're like, oh, that's a fucking important place. That's an important place. So, fun fact, it is possible connection to Baron Munchausen, I can't pronounce that, which is a fantastical adventure influenced Japanese media, though Square has never confirmed its connection. And this is another one. You'll see how we have the crest. Each main city has a crest, and those crests actually tell a very, very, very fucking Munchausen. That's right, Munchausen. Baron Munchausen. Their crests actually tell a story, essentially, and explain what they are. Like, kind of where they're sitting in the world, what they're about, and whatnot. You'll notice that it has 2 griffins with a crown at the top, which is red. So a griffin is a legendary creature with eagles heads and wings, and the body of a lion, symbolizing a mastery of land and air, supreme strength, courage, and fierce divine guardianship. So it pretty much symbolizes that they are they're good on all fronts. They've got land, air, and sea fucking covered. Okay. And then just, there is an extra one, and let's break it down. Okay, so I want to go over some of the cultural meanings and what this kind of the chest and what this covers. Baron's royal crest features the griffin, a legendary creature combined with the body of a lion, with the head and wings of an eagle, perfectly representing Baron's position in Final Fantasy IV's dominant military kingdom. Symbolizes strength, courage, authority, and guardianship. Before everything went to shit and the kingdom's like, hey, let's fucking steal everybody's stuff, they were essentially seen as like obviously a dominant force, but they were like, they were a kingdom you could rely on until they started like pointing their swords elsewhere. So why a griffin? The lion rules the land and the eagle rules the skies. While the griffin is the ideal symbol for Baron, the kingdom has a powerful ground force and the world's greatest airship fleet. The cultural meaning: the griffin appears in ancient Greek, Persian, Egyptian, and Near Eastern traditions, often guarding kings, sacred places, treasures. Hey,
Such a tease.
thank you, Zoddy. Sacred places and treasures. In medieval heraldry, they become symbols of courage, vigilance, and military strength. A little fact for you. Baron's crest almost describes the military identity. The lion representing its knights, the dragons, the knights and the dragoons in the land, and while the eagle mirrors the red wings dominant of the skies, though Square Enix never really kind of confirmed any of this, but the way I always saw it was also too with the dragoons literally jump into the air. So you could even say the dragoons are also part of like the air side of it as well. But anyway, let's not jump ahead. But anyway, chat. That is the first multiple slides so far. How are we feeling about it? Are we feeling excited for it? Feeling good? You feel like you've learned something new? You feel like you're ready to jump in and see what I've got planned for the rest of this game? And once again, thank you everybody for subs. I worked very fucking hard and doing a lot of research for this. So if you do enjoy it, bloody chuck us a like, drop a sub, whatever. It means the world to me. If you don't, well, honestly, seriously, just go fuck yourself, okay? But until then, chat, let's bloody, no, you don't have to. You're also allowed to tell me to fuck off. But until then, chat, let's bloody get into it. All right. Oh, there's the last time we...
No one cares.
Hey, oh, shit. Sias just came in with the 2 gifted subs. That's put JD Shivers and Sias tie by tie to name Cecil. Shit. Oh, shit. This is massive on my screen. Captain, we've arrived at Baron shortly. We'll arrive at Baron shortly, I mean. Very well. Captain seems kind of down. After what we did, who wouldn't be? Orders are orders. By killing innocent people to get the crystal isn't right. Damn. You can even tell that the people, like, it's not like they're not all following blindly. Here we go. I want to see this in 4K. Oh my god. Fuck it. Oos! The Red Wings are supposed to protect people, not harm them. That's enough. But Captain, surely you don't condone what we've done. All of you, listen well. The raid on my city was,
Oh, was such a tease.
Dude, thank you so much. Zendam Hussein, thank you so much. The subby poo, bloody appreciate it. Chat, get some love. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Bloody appreciate it. Alright, where are we at? All of you, listen. The raid on Mysidia was imperative to the Baron's prosperity. The Mysidians knew too much about the crystals. Their very possession of it is a threat to Baron. His Majesty's orders were to obtain their crystals, and as the soldiers of the Royal Air Force, we are sworn to obey. Captain! Captain, monster sighted dead ahead. Prepare for battle. How goofy do they look? By the way, you don't even get to attack in this one. It's all scripted. Ugh, are you alright? I never noticed that dude ate shit. Are you alright? We got so many hostiles. Damnation. Is everyone okay? All accounted for, sir. We've been encountering more monsters than ever lately. There's no end to them. Could it be some kind of omen?
Oh, was such a tease.
Shabby, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Chat, let's go. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Oh, we're a level 2 hype train. Very well. Prepare the landing. Well done, so the crystal is ours now. The Mysidians put no resistance. In fact, they completely defenseless. Is this pity I perceived? Huh, come on, Captain. His Majesty awaits. This dude's a piece of shit, by the way. Kilgore, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome to the team. If you excuse me, Captain, I must speak to His Majesty in private. Please wait here. Your Majesty, I'm afraid Cecil can no longer be trusted. He clearly questions your authority. He does! Your counsel is well heeded, Bygone. But so long as I obtain the crystals, Cecil's transgressions matter little. Send him in. Yes, Your Majesty. Captain, Your Majesty summons you. The Kingdom of Baron hails your return. May I have the crystal? Yes, Your Majesty. Looks genuine to me, sire. It is beautiful. Behold, you are dismissed, Cecil. Your Majesty. Yes? Captain, what is it? Your Majesty, forgive me, but what are your intentions regarding the crystals? My men are confused and dispelled by their orders. And what of you? Do you question my command? No, I only ask. Silence, you piece of shit! Do you not think your treachery has slipped past me? I trusted you, Cecil. You fucked me over, but you leave me no choice. I hereby relieve you of command of the Red Wings. Your Majesty! Oh, shit. Now I charge you with another duty. Slay the phantom beast that plagues the Mist Village of Valley, and deliver this bomb ring. So here's another thing. In the original game, it's just a package. But in this game, it's like, deliver this bomb ring to the Village of the Mist. You leave tomorrow at first light. Oh, ciao. Cecil has done no wrong. Ah, Cain, if you were so concerned about your traitorous friend, you may accompany him. Your Majesty, now take your fucking ring and be gone. You received the bomb ring. Your Majesty. Two of the coolest sprites ever, by the way. I'm sorry, Cain. Once we've completed this mission, the king is bound to forgive both of us. You'll command the Red Wings again in no time. Get some rest. Leave tomorrow's preparations to me. Wow. Oh, that's right. We don't actually get to name party members in this. I forgot we don't actually get to name party members. My bad. My bad. My bad. I forgot we... I honestly thought that we could... Oh, no, you can name party members. You got to do it at the end. No, you can. You can. You can. I forgot. You got to do it at the end. Alright. You can, alright. Just relax. You can. You can. Alright. Okay. Anyway, wow. Isn't that crazy, chat? Wouldn't it be crazy if we had another PowerPoint to go over? Wow. Oh my god. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Round of applause. Wow. Great. What a great stream. God, you guys... Who thought yous would be excited? Who thought you guys would live long enough? I know you're all healthy, but to find a streamer on Twitch who's doing a PowerPoint slide presentation, isn't that fucking psychotic? All right. Anyway, Cain Highwind. Arguably one of the coolest dragoons in the whole franchise, by the way. Cain Highwind is Cecil's childhood friend and legendary dragoon of Baron and one of the kingdom's greatest warriors. Loyal but proud, his hidden feelings for Rosa created tension between his friendship with Cecil. Ooh, isn't this crazy? He wants to get all up in that. His role, he is the Dragoon, Cecil's closest friend, and a commander of the Baron's Dragoons, implying that there are multiple Dragoons. Motivation, to protect Baron and Cecil while struggling with his jealousy for feelings of Rosa. His name meaning, Cain echoes the biblical Cain, whose jealousy towards his brother Abel leads to betrayal, strongly reflecting Cain's own jealousy and repeated betrayals of Cecil. As if that name isn't the biggest fucking giveaway of all time, alright? There has never been so many heel turns in a video game than Cain Highwind. I just want to point that out. So his name. Highwind. Highwind also reflects high and wind. Wow, isn't that crazy? Reflecting the Dragoon's signature ability to jump high into the air. Wow, that's crazy, right? And obviously, it's an ongoing name across multiple Final Fantasy games. But Cain is chronologically left-handed. Square especially highlighted him as one of Final Fantasy's 4 few left-handed characters alongside Palom. Even though he's clearly holding that fucking... what's it called? Spear in his right hand. Final Fantasy IV's designer, Tokita, considered Cain... Oh, no, I said before it was Amano, but anyway. So Takashi Tokita's considers Cain the main's hidden protagonist, and said that even from Amano's original design, Cain looked so heroic that he felt that he was the main character rather than Cecil. So it's because he looks such like a fucking badass is why they kept him there. I think we're going to Rosa right now. We'll hold off, but we'll get back into the game. We actually got to go talk to Rosa. Are you winning? I'm always winning. I'm never not winning. There's never been a day where I haven't won. What's wrong? I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Ah, don't be. I acted on my own free will. I mastered the dark sword on His Majesty's orders, but it was to protect Baron, not to plunder it. You're not to blame. I'm sure the king has his reasons. I envy you, Kane. I envy the path you've chosen. I suppose I could attain a higher rank had I become a Dark Knight. My father was a dragoon, but he passed away when I was still a young boy. I felt that I could have kept some connection with him if I became a dragoon as well. I didn't mean to bore you with my stories. Anyway, I don't need your concern. The only thing you should be concerned about is slaying that beast tomorrow. I don't want to be the only one pulling his weight. I'll give as good as you. Rest assured. That'll be it. Blah 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 blah. All right. The Mist of the Valley is north. So there are. I don't think it's. Oh no, it's a different one. You do get some dialogue. His Majesty is acting very strange lately. Whatever others may say, I trust the king. It's a cool. This is where you really start to see Square Enix start to. Could you take a look at this really cool ring? Yeah, let's have a look at the really cool ring. The bomb ring. I receive a ring received by the King of Baron. Wow, isn't it? We can't equip it, can we? No. I heard a rather disturbing rumors regarding the king lately. If you value your life, you best put your king and your country before anything else. Actually, I never attempted to walk in here. The king is most displeased. He will not see you until you deliver the bomb ring to the Mist Village. Okay. Unless you fucking blow that bomb up. Alright. So there's a few items in here. Alright, there's a little... Click this and then we get all these. Fucking yoink. You're free to take the items from the storage room to help you on your mission. Press the switch on the wall. Well, you think you're like, cool, ooh, cool. It turns out you're supposed to push it. The Baron's secret treasure room is behind this wall, but access is forbidden. So, I'm pretty sure this is the way to get down to Odin, so... That's how they stop you from getting there. Have you seen Sid? He's ordered... Oh, actually, do you know what? I didn't make a slide for Sid. I'll do it... You know, I'm going to make a slide for Sid later in the game. I think there's something troubling him. We have put another all-nighter together. I'm so tired. Don't tell the boss. Okay, we're going the wrong way. Oh, the music's kind of low. Sorry, I didn't mean to have it so quiet. Storytelling is starting to become more important in these games. This is more than a quick tale of a bridge owner. Exactly right. But a bridge owner... I mean, being a bridge owner is an important task these days, you know? Also, too, sorry, I've missed a few. We're over at 6,000 likes on TikTok, by the way. Brian, thank you for the hearts, the confetti, and the game controller. And Kite D8880, thank you for the heart. Appreciate it. Cecil! Oh, thank goodness you're alright. I was so worried you left on short notice. We're fine. I wish I could say the same for the Mysidian we slaughtered. Cecil! Alright, wow, isn't this crazy? We have another character. Wouldn't it be crazy if there was... Oh my god, another PowerPoint presentation? Alright. Rosa Farrelly. Farrelly? Rosa Farrelly is the White Mage of Baron, Cecil's childhood friend and love interest. Compassionate but strong-willed, she pegs him. She refuses to simply wait for Cecil to repeatedly risk herself to stand beside him or peg him. Her role is a White Mage, Archer, and Cecil's love interest. Actually, sorry, the Archer thing shouldn't be in there. I should have actually. It's because of the topic of the Archer. Down the bottom. Her motivation. To protect Cecil, use her healing abilities and abilities to help those caught in Baron's growing conflict. Her name meaning, Rosa from the Latin is Rosa, meaning rose. Wow, isn't that crazy? Traditionally symbolizing love, beauty, and devotion, perfectly reflecting her relationship with Cecil. Farrelly comes from the Irish O'Flanagan. I thought it was O'Flanagan. O'Feargalai. That word. Commonly interpreted as man of valor or brave warrior, reflecting her courage hidden behind Rose's gentle nature. She is actually a pretty ballsy character. She goes off into... She's a low-level character and goes wandering off into the desert and gets heat stroke, and you're like, whoa. And she's like, why did I get sick? Because you're a fucking idiot. Anyway. Rosa was originally designed to use bows and arrows as well as White Mage, making her far more combat capable than a traditional healer. But it's not the case. She's actually... Her and Kain... To beat the final boss in this game, you just need her and Kain. That's it. You don't need anybody else. You just need her spamming heals and Kain jumping. And honestly, Bob's your uncle. Anyway, let's get back into it. I'll see you later, okay? Very well. Alrighty, where are we going? We'll go this way. There he is. Well, look who's back. Rosa was worried sick about you. Don't you ever do that to her again, you hear? So, how are my airships? I'll bet you and your goons racked them up something awful. Hey, what's the matter, kiddo? Well, what? The king demoted you. What about the Red Wings? They'll be a mess without you. Come to think of it, the king's been acting particular for some reason. For some time. His Majesty ordered me to build an airship for killing people. Everyone's worried about him. Anywho, be careful out there. Make short work of those missions and get back safely, okay? Whoa! I have to start heading home. My daughter will kill me if I'm not back too soon. No worries, size. Good seeing you, mate. Is this the one? It's like... No, it's not the one. I changed your seat, sir. Hope you have a good night. No worries, thanks, mate. She pissed in the bed. The king ordered her to piss in the bed, by the way. What's happened to the king? He covets the crystals as though he's possessed. And it seems he'll resort to any means to get them. Nevertheless, I can't defy him. How could I cross the man who raised Cain in me like his very own? The chivalrous knight whom I adore and admire since childhood. I will not betray him. I can't. Cecil! What's going on? You just returned from Mysidia and now you must go on a journey far to battle some phantom beast? It's all too sudden. Everything's fine. Cecil, look at me. In Mysidia, we killed innocent people to steal their crystal. It was horrible. But I suppose this is my fate as a dark knight. Soon I won't even feel remorse for my actions. You and I both know that will never happen. Still, I can't defy the king. I'm a hopeless coward. The Cecil I know would never whimper like this. Cecil, I love glue. You leave for Mist early tomorrow, right? Yes, but don't worry, Kane's coming too. I'll be fine, trust me. Please come back in one piece. Thank you, Bruce. Though as a Dark Knight, you know we can never truly be together. Oh, beg your pardon? Hello. Ready to get some real combat? Always. Lead the way. I love they put this bit in it. Very reminiscent of Final Fantasy I. Ain't no bridge owner, but fucking... So you see the two moons. Oh shit, here we go. And so the Dark Knight Cecil was stripped of his command as the captain of the Red Wings, and he and the Master Dragoon Kane, there should have been a capital D would be Dragoon, by the way, head to the foggy valley of the Mist Valley of the Mist. The advent of airships marked the realization of the Baron's dream, but also the birth of its militarisms. I didn't know that was a word. With its Royal Air Force, the Red Wings Baron soon reigned supreme. Now, as monsters multiply and stir unrest, the Baron's only exploits its power to collect the world's crystals. Why? The crystals merely shed their light in silence. The shenanigans, that's why. Alrighty, let's kick it off. Okay, so we're currently at I was gonna say bypass, but we're currently at crossroads at the moment. Cecil, we are currently at a duel. Sias is at 2 gifted subs. Oh wait, no, actually no. Sias resubbed. Oh no, Sias gifted a sub to Techno Man, and then he gifted 2 subs. Sias, you get to name Cecil. So Sias, what would you? Oh, Sias is gone, isn't he? Oh shit. Where's the per? Is it? Oh, JD, you want to do it? Okay. Actually, there's a character around here that can rename. I think I might need to wait till we get to the We might need to wait until we get to the Oasis town, and we can do it there. Or is it you? Yeah, it must be the Oasis town. Yeah. Okay. So this is one of those games where we get smashed. Naming away my goat. Okay, alright, so we now have naming rights for Kane. Whoever has the most subs between now and we get to the Oasis gets the name Kane. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna do a little bit of... Just a little bit of fighting. How good's the music? Like, the darkness ability is cool, it just sucks that it takes your health away. Yeah, what are we at? We'll take him to level... We'll go up like 2 levels, just to get enough money. Are you going to be doing 7 Remake and Rebirth? I certainly will. Certainly will. This marathon's going to go for a long time simply because of the PowerPoint presentations and such. So I've nearly lost all my health already. The money's a bit arse around here, isn't it? Actually, you know what, actually, I don't even need to do this. We'll just power through. Do you know what? This is another thing, right? What I loved, what I really liked about this, and honestly, Final Fantasy didn't like come up with this concept. I think it started like Dragon Quest or whatever. But I like the concept, right? Like when we play this game, right? We leave here. Like say we naturally leave here. We'll get in like maybe 2 to 3 fights before we get there. Now you like, they did their best job. Instead of making a game where it's like, instead of making a 1-for-1 scale where the characters have to walk for days across lands and whatnot, They do a really good job at perceiving, like, okay, we crossed deserts, valleys, forests, and whatnot to get to where we are. And while it's like, obviously we get into a few fights, it's like, only over the course of that long distance, they only encountered 3 to 4 maybe enemies, alright? And now if you think about, like, let's say it took them like 3 to 4 days to get there, in a world where like it's teeming with monsters, that's not a lot of fighting they had to do, alright? Until they get to a cave, which is literally going to be filled to the brim with monsters. Damn. So the first time we when was the let me have a look at this one. Ah, this is my video one. So the first time we beat this game, it took us 21 hours. And then I did the max level thing where I just like modded the shit out of it and I did it in 4 hours. Alright, okay, we'll save her out the first one anyway. Alright. Such an amazing game. How dare you? It's way better than Final Fantasy II. If you tell me Final Fantasy II is better than this, I'm convinced you have taste buds in your asshole. Yeah, when you go to the Dwarven Kingdom, you could see the old dev room. But in this one, it's not there anymore. They pretty much just say like the room's been moved. Like the old office is shut down. I actually like that they did that in the Pixel remasters. Turn back. Who's there? Hey, did you ever play Soldiers Battle Royale mobile game before the shut? I did. I played it quite a lot. I actually didn't mind it. It wasn't great, but I didn't mind it. But just don't make mobile games. This is simply it. Just don't invest. I just feel like you just shouldn't invest time in these mobile games because it's almost like they're gonna go away. Where is she? Hydra. Stat grind's what made Final Fantasy 2 very fun. I would say Final Fantasy 2's stat grind encounter rate as exciting as putting a fucking toothpick down the eye of your piss hole. Like that's as joyous as Final Fantasy 2 gets. Yeah, they're shutting down Ever Crisis as well. But they'll turn that into its own little standalone game. Oh, trap rooms. It's like, oh, let's make thousands of rooms in Final Fantasy 2 and put nothing in them. Like, whoa, that's riveting gameplay. Where are we going? We went the wrong way, didn't we? Yeah, that's right. The cool thing is, like, the story in 2 is absolute, like, arse. There's nothing exciting about Final Fantasy 2. Well, Final Fantasy 4, the story, there's enough story in this that's like, it encourages you. Like, when you got a game, right? Obviously how basically shit a lot of RPGs were as far as, like, mechanics back in the day. You put a good story in it, you, like, fight through the shit just to find out what happens next, alright? And that's how you find a good balance. It's like, oh, you know, if your gameplay gets a little bit competitive, oh, I'm not holding the controller. Shit, sorry, thank you. That was all good. How was I playing this whole time? That's how you combat with that. Leave at words. Could this be the phantom beast of the Mist Valley? Knights of Baron. Who are you? Leave now, or suffer the consequences, you cunts. Show yourself. You choose to ignore the warnings? Yes. You have to get to Mist. We're not turning back. So be it. The mist is gathering. Oh my god, it's a dude with his vape. I know, I have a friend who has this Mist Dragon as a tattoo. Which is awesome. Oh, shit. This is another thing that they pretty much were able to add because of the ATB system is the don't attack sort of thing. It's an interesting fact too about Final Fantasy Final Fantasy VII. On the first English translation of it, it was when you fight the guard scorpion, the text on the screen says, "Attack when its tail's up" is the first chat box. But then the next part says, or it will attack when its tail up. And then the next section will say, and it will attack with its laser tail or whatever. It's like, it was just so poorly put together that everyone's like, oh shit, attack with its tail's up? Done, say that.
Oh,
Hey!
such a tease.
Dan, thank you so much. I played this game so much when I was a kid. I love this game. It's a good game. It's a good game. I'm going to try to do longer streams of this one. Tonight I probably won't go as long just because I've got to get up super early in the morning. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do longer streams on this one. Fight with Garuda. Can't have much left in it. Done! Thankfully, it was just a mist dragon and not someone's daughter, like someone's mother. Could you imagine if there was a woman like that had a child that was tied to this mist dragon, and by killing that mist dragon, we killed a random woman? Wouldn't that be crazy? That'd be crazy, right? Wouldn't that be fucking insane? Brian, thank you for the 10 lux. Alrighty, alright. Whoa, isn't this crazy? Let's go to the Village of Mist. It's almost as if... could you imagine, right? Like, out of all the things you experience in life, did you ever think that you would be looking at a PowerPoint presentation for the Village of Mist? Wow, isn't it crazy? Alright, the Village of Mist is a secluded settlement inhabited by summoners. People capable of calling powerful creatures into battle. Cecil Kane unknowingly... Okay, that's a spoiler, by the way. We're going to spoiler alert. Unknowingly destroy the village. Do you know, I might... Before I keep going through this, I forgot that I made this slide thinking that we're going to go over it after the thing was going down. Alright, never mind. Alright, ignore what you just read there. Let's keep going. Alright, chat. Alright, this is a lovely little village. What do you reckon? We hit up the tavern and see if anybody's there. The ring is glowing. Oh my god. It's fucking wild. I think it's hilarious that they just stand there and go, wait, what? What the? This is why he sent us here. We're to destroy the entire village? Why did he make us do this? No, Mummy! My mummy's dragon died. Because of that, my mum died too. Oh. Oh shit, chat. What? Oh, I've heard of people with the power of... I've heard of people with the power to call forth monsters. Summoners, they're called. Then we're responsible for killing her mother? By killing the dragon? Should we have said that out loud? You killed my mum's dragon? Well, we didn't know that would be. So this was the king's plan to annihilate every summoner in this village. It can't be. I'm afraid it's true. I'm so afraid we're going to have to get rid of the girl. What? That's what the king would expect. It's her or us. But she's just a child. You intend to defy the king? I refuse to carry out any more slaughter in the king's name. I knew you'd say that. Don't worry, I'm on your side. Are you? I owe the king too much, but I can't disgrace the dragoons, so you'll join me? Yes, but we'll need the support of the other nations if we were to oppose the mightiest kingdom in the land. And we have to get rid of we have to get Rosa out of Baron. Thank you, Cain. Save it. This isn't for your sake. I just need a drink of water. This place is dangerous. We better get going. What about the girl? We can't leave her. We'll have to take her with us. It's alright. We won't hurt you, even though we just killed your mum. But you're going to have to come with us, okay? No! Come on now. Stop being a little shit. Go away. Get the fuck away from me. Wait. I hate you. You killed my mum. You fuck. This scene's awesome, by the way. Okay, let's just put it down. Go away! Oosh! I love this. She's safe, thank goodness. Cain? Cain? You have to get her out of here, Cain. I pray that you're alive. Just step on her. Alright, now that we shoved the girl into a bag, let's go over the PowerPoint slide that I totally didn't spoil. The Village of Mist. The Village of Mist is a secluded settlement inhabited by summoners capable of calling powerful creatures into battle. Cecil and Cain unknowingly destroy the village after delivering the Baron's Carinalian Singlet, whatever. But that's what it was originally called. But in this one, it's obviously called the Bomb Ring, which releases monsters that massacre the inhabitants. Signet. That's what I was trying to say. The role of this village is the home of the summoners, Rydia's birthplace, and Rydia is that girl there, by the way. Cecil's first major breaking point. Obviously, this is where Cecil makes his first stand. So this is kind of like, obviously, not only him just knowingly slaughter everybody, it's when he unknowingly slaughters people where he's like, well, do you know what? I've had enough. The story. The Mist provides proves that Baron's orders to deliberately harm innocent people pushes Cecil towards openly rejecting the kingdom he once served. The name meaning mist comes from the Old English term mist, meaning fog or darkness. Mist commonly symbolizes mystery, concealment, and uncertainty, fitting both the village and Cecil's inability to see the truth beyond Baron's actions, and obviously it's fucking hidden away in the mountains. Fun fact, in the original Japanese Final Fantasy IV, Cecil knows he's carrying something literally called the Bomb Ring, but the SNES localization renamed it Package, making the destruction more of a surprising for Western players. The later translations renamed it the Carnelian Sigint to preserve the twist without actually changing what the item actually was. So, anyway. So, yeah, I always thought it was funny in the Pixel remasters, they just call it the Bomb Ring. So, yeah, anyway. Cool. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now, we aren't talking about Rydia just yet. We'll talk about Rydia in a little bit, because we don't really know too much about her, and as the game develops, obviously. You know what I'm talking about, but there's a reason why we haven't really done a deep dive into Rydia yet. So, if you haven't played this before, you want to know what's going on, go buy the game. Go buy the game, and when you buy it, leave a little note on Steam saying, "Oh, Pez made me buy it." Alright. Anyway. How are you enjoying the PowerPoint presentations, chat? They're good? You enjoying them so far? You're finding them interesting? You're like, oh, cool, it's PowerPoint time. Or you're like, oh, fuck, it's PowerPoint time. You loving it? Oh, cool. Alright. Okay, we've reached Kaipo, which is another PowerPoint slide. Alright. Excuse me. I've had terrible indigestion. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. Okay. Kaipo is a small oasis town in the damn Cyan Desert, where Cecil brings Rydia and the Mist. After Mist, he protects her from barren soldiers and later discovers Rose is suffering from desert fever. Okay, we've already spoiled, so I'll just go over it. Sending the party in a search for a cure. The role. It is a safe haven, Rose's resting place, and Tella and Anna's hometown, which we will discover Tella and Anna a little bit later. For the story, Kaipo is where Rydia finally begins to trust Cecil after he openly defies Baron to protect her. The name meaning? Kaipo is a real Hawaiian name meaning the sweetheart or the beloved. The Kai is the, and the Ipo is the sweetheart. Whether intentionally or not, it beautifully fits the town tied to the love and devotion through Cecil and Rosa. Fun fact that in the original Japanese game specifically introduces Kaipo, the Oasis village. In the SNES localization, the description is entirely is simply called Kaipo. But in this version we're playing, it actually says Kaipo, the Oasis Desert. So yeah. Anywho, we probably won't touch a PowerPoint until we see Tella. So, anyway, there you go. But just to kind of just show you that, so if we leave and go back in, you'll see it'll have the original Japanese naming for the town, which is Kaipo, the Oasis Desert. I have to find a place to rest. Will this be on the test? It will. It will be on a test. I am going to do a Q&A, chat, after Final Fantasy VI. I'm going to do a Q&A for Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, fuck me sideways. I forgot something, chat. Let me find it real quick. Oh, yeah, chat. We are giving a game away today in celebration of Final Fantasy IV. Chat, if you are on Twitch, if you're on Twitch, TikTok, or YouTube, if you want to join this giveaway, near the end of the stream, which I would say would be in another, let's just say for safekeeping, in an hour and a half, we will be giving away Octopath Traveler 0 on Steam. Wow, isn't that crazy? It's possibly one of my favorite, it's probably my favorite RPG of 2026. So I would say 2025. But yeah, we'll be giving that away. So if you want to be part of that, all you gotta do is be part of the stream, and we'll talk to you soon. Oh, fucking hell, I never put the timer in. Oh, I forgot to put the timer up. That's all right. Here's what I'll do. I won't put the timer up right now. I'll work out how long we've been streaming for, and then I'll add it in. Damn. That sucks. I'll come up with a bit later, but yeah. Thank you. Jesus, I thought I was so prepped for everything. Oh, it's easy. When I hit menu, I'll see what the time is. Girl, anyway, I'm so sorry about your mother. I understand if you can't forgive me. Well, at least let me protect you. Yeah, do you know Brian fucking... This is Brian's fault.
Oh, such a tease.
Oh, Super! Thank you for subbing with the Prime. Chat, let's get some love with Super. Oh shit, here we go. Shit's going down. Cecil, we finally found you. Wait. I'm here on the King's orders. All summoners of Mist must be annihilated. Hand over the girl now. Not a chance. Then you shall die. We'll see about that, fuckhead. Super, thank you so much for the subby poo. What's up? Did I not do a darkness attack? You do need to be present when the stream, when the giveaways started. Sorry about that. But we have multiple streams coming up with multiple giveaways, so no stress. Oh, you pussy. Are you okay? Yes, don't worry about me. I won't let anybody hurt you. You promise? I promise. I'm Rydia. Rydia. Summoner Rydia has joined the party. Damn, thank you so much. Alright, Shivers, JD Shivers, are you here, buddy? I'm pretty sure here we can name our characters. All set. All right, now Rydia is level 1, so she sucks ass. But there is a... We just need to find the person. I think it's this dude here. Oh no, or is it this guy? Okay, it's not that guy. Okay, it's not that guy. Is it? There's somebody here. I can't remember where it is. Pez, who's your favorite character in Final Fantasy IV? Oh, Rubicante. Rubicante. Have you seen how fucking awesome his legs are? Welcome. What can I do for you? Actually, before I spend any money. Alright, JD, what do you want to call Cecil? And as it stands right now, everybody's still, apart from Sias, everybody's even. If you want to pretty much name what's the name? What is her name? I'm already struggling to remember her name. Rydia. Yeah, just 2 gifted subs or more will put you in the naming. Where do I actually rename the characters? Oh, there we go. Rosa! Rosa? Cecil. Cecil, don't die on me. Where is it? Cecil, don't die on me. To cure desert fever, she must have a rare jewel called the Sand Ruby, only found in the cave of an antlion. We found the young girl of Baron lying unconscious out town. Poor thing, she kept muttering the word Cecil. I thought it was in this town we could rename the characters, but it might be a little bit further on. Well, you're forever locked in, JD, so when we actually get to name him. Okay, off to do interviews. Have a good show. Yeah, good luck with the interviews. Hope it goes well. Oh yeah, this dude. Alright, so this guy... So what are we calling this guy? You want to call him Fiffle? Fiffle mixed thought. Okay, do you want to just call him Fiffle? Because we can't get that so much in there. Fine, so I can't help with the character limit. Alright, so we name it Fiffle. Rydia. Okay, everybody's all even at 1 gifted sub at the moment, so if somebody wants to pretty much, well, I guess when we get back, whoever has the most subs between now and then gets to name Rydia. Everyone's pretty much good armor, isn't they? Aren't they? Alright. Who have items? You know, I don't think we have any Phoenix Downs. Oh my god. God, the sprite work is just so much better. She should at least get 2 levels on this one. Oh, 3 levels. Yeah, there we go. It's crazy too. She's essentially, so Rydia, even though she's a summoner, she essentially has the role of a sage. And a sage across certain Final Fantasies means that a sage can do pretty much all magic, including summons. Hey Pez, missed the last few streams. Is this Final Fantasy 2? No, this is not Final Fantasy 2. I would not be caught dead playing Final Fantasy 2. There's no proof out there that I've played Final Fantasy 2. If anybody out there says I did, they're a liar. Alright, we get Rydia to level 4? I think we should be good. I mean, level 5. Seen it 3 times. You're crazy. You're crazy. There's no proof out there. So here we use the wishes for the oh shit. This is actually bad. She's gonna get messed up here. Oh, what a hit! Alright, sweet. How's Final Fantasy IV going? Really good, really good. We're chipping away at it nicely. Tomorrow night's stream's probably going to be a longer one. Much longer. All set. Alright. But what actually, where is the item shop? Oh, it's back in here. Oh, I am a giddy goat. Get out of the way, you old bitch. Alright. Phoenix Down. Like in this one, Phoenix Downs don't cost 1,000 gil. But we will get some of them. Have you done new names for everyone? No, we've done Thiethel for Cecil. But whoever gifts pretty much the next person by the time we get back here, whoever has the most collective. Normally I used to do like, oh, if you want to sub, you get to go into the giveaway to win a game. I don't do that anymore. Just being part of the stream, you're allowed to be part of the giveaways. But with naming characters, I leave those for people that want to sub to the channel. So you can name them anything you want, as long as you don't make it obviously anything offensive. But you have to have the most amount of subs gifted between the time where we can name them. So by the time we make it back to the Oasis Desert, whoever has the most most subs between now and then gets to name that character. But we are getting close to Teller, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, did you see all the stuff getting announced at D23? I think it's because I have kids. Like, I have young kids. I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. Oh no, sorry, 5-year-old. Fuck, I forget how old that is. And Zach's turning 3 next month. I'm just excited seeing something new on Disney that it's not being watched on repeat. But you got Tangled, Invincibles 3, Frozen 3. There's a new Coco, by the way. Can't believe there's a new. If anybody here hasn't seen Coco, oh my god, it's the best. Like, fucking cried my eyes out at the end of it. Yeah, they got the Kingdom Hearts series is coming out, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Coco is going to be in Kingdom Hearts. I just hope they don't put those straight to Disney Plus movies in Kingdom Hearts, because they all suck. They all suck so much. Was it? I'm more focused on Kingdom Hearts 4 news. I haven't watched much of the newer movies past Tangled. Tangled was pretty good. I didn't mind Tangled in Kingdom Hearts 3, that part. What I don't want in Kingdom Hearts 3 is I don't want them putting Disneyland rides in it again, like they did with Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like they got rid of the summons and put Disney rides in there. No, don't do that. I reckon Cars will be in this one. I reckon Cars will be in it. See how there's that, like... I reckon Cars will be in it. Because you literally see a scene with, like, Sora sitting in a car. I know it's not, like, Lightning McQueen or anything like that, but... Anyway, alright, new slide. New slide, chat. New slide. Alright. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Enough about Cars. Alright, let's talk about Teller. Alright, the guy who says easily one of the coolest lines ever. Teller. Teller is a legendary sage encountered in the underground waterway while searching for his daughter Anna, who ran away with Prince Edward of Damn Cyan. Brilliant but stubborn, his love for Anna quickly turns into an obsession with revenge. His role, he is the sage, he's Anna's father, and he's also the master of black and white magic. His motivation is to find Anna and bring her home. Oh! Hat! Damn, Hat's leading for Rydia with 5 gifted. Thank you so much, chat. Let's get some love for Hat coming in with a 5 bomb. Thank you so much. Believing Edward has taken her away from him. His name meaning? Teller is the Japanese name for terror. It also may derive from the biblical Terah, father of Abraham. Interesting, Terah is also used in modern Hebrew slang for old man. Perfectly fitting Final Fantasy IV's older sage. So there's definitely like multiple cultural and religious aspects to that name as well. Fun fact, Teller's aging is actually programmed into his stats. As he gains level, physical stats rather decrease than increase. So his MP also caps at 90, while Meteor costs 99 MP, meaning the game mechanically foreshadows that his aging body is incapable of safely casting the spell. So that's really cool. Like, a lot of people don't know that. Like, the stronger he gets, like the higher level he gets, is the weaker he gets. So there's no benefit trying to overpower, make Teller any stronger. But he's also like, I don't know. I feel like he's such a good character. Like, he just shows you this ceiling that you can clearly bust through, but you're seeing what is ultimately a sad story. Someone who's a legend, but we're seeing when we see Teller, and by the time like Teller comes and goes in this game, you realize we're kind of seeing the remnants of a legend, what was left behind. So, and I'm sure he would have been a badass in his day, but yeah. But anywho, let's keep going away. Alright. Could it be? Is it the Dark Sword? The Dark Knight? I need your assistance. What is wrong? I must go to Damn Cyan to rescue my daughter, so she is deceived by a wicked bard. We must hurry, for I sense an ill omen. You must be Sage Teller. Indeed I am. That girl, she is a summoner. Perfect. She can help too. A giant monster lurks in the lake lake ahead. The devil will withstand my magic. We can defeat it if we work together, and then I can finally be on my way. We need to reach Damn Cyan as well. I love saying the name Damn Cyan. At it again with the white bag. Then let us make haste. I like the ride abilities, but they were spammed in Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, I don't know. It just there needed to be a. I feel like they needed to separate that shit a little bit better. What were we doing? Oh yeah, that's right. We're going over here. So I gotta go down the stairs, up the waterfall. But that's me. If you like them, whatever. Wow. Oh shit, what are we at? We got 48 subs to go till 400. I'm dreading the PowerPoint slide for Final Fantasy VI. It's going to be hectic. There's more HP than Fiffle. But let's have a look at his stats. When we start, we'll have a look at his stats and I'll show you what they kind of look like. Oh, that's right. I'm in darkness place. So I'm not doing any damage. Also, there's a mechanic thing here. You'll notice that Rydia doesn't know how to use fire, and she actually there's a story reason why she doesn't use fire. Like, she can use fire, mechanically wise. She knows how to use fire, but she won't let you use fire because fire is what caused her village to burn down, and she has this fear of fire. And it's not until much later in the game we get met with this wall of ice. And then she uses fire to burn the wall down. I think it's such a really... They did a really good job to hide a lot of mechanics in this game. In this game that seems like it would be an obvious fix. That's right, he can't use a lot of it from memory. Oh, you fuck. Few people watching today on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Just hanging out, everybody. Give me 1 sec, chat. I forgot about the frog sprite in it. I do like the dungeons are a lot more thought out, but they're so big. How many characters? It's 16 characters, I think. I believe it's 16 characters. How angry though, especially. That was a great battle, Rudy. Your mum would be proud if she wasn't dead. I killed your mum, Rudy, by the way. I don't know if you remember that. Hey, Rudy, remember that mum you had that died? The one I killed? She'd be proud of you. Sorry, just gonna send a quick message. Sorry, chat. One sec. Actually, chat, you know, I'm actually going to take a quick toilet break. I'll be back in 1 sec. I've been busting over a week. I'll be back in 1 second. Alrighty. Alright, I'm here. Alright. What did I miss? Did I miss anything good? Oh, that's right. Can't go that way. I haven't used the summon yet. Yeah, the stream won't go too much longer tonight, chat, just because I gotta get up. I gotta get up in like 5 hours. So, but my plan was to make it to at least Damn Cyan, so that way we can kind of kick off the stream tomorrow with the PowerPoint there. So once we probably get past the squid, we'll probably call it there. Get the shit out of him! Go Thistle. Of course, thing is, you can see that Teller's, I think Teller's like level 20 from memory or something like that. Yeah, he's level 20, so it shows he's like a lot more experienced. We'll rest here. This magic field repels all monsters, and we can use to save or even use a tent. Let's use my tent and rest and prepare for the upcoming battle. Have you met an old man in a cave, chat? He's like, hey, don't worry, I can repel monsters. Just hop in my tent. Would that be appealing? The girl is asleep already. She must have been exhausted. Who is she? A summoner from the village of Mist. She holds great potential. With proper training, she'll be able to master many spells. Look at her. So sweet and innocent. She reminds me of Anna at this age. Who's Anna? Oh, she's my daughter. She eloped with a bard to Damsiam because I didn't consent of their union. Tell me, what business do you have in Damsiam? A friend of mine has been struck down by desert fever. Ah, so you seek the sand ruby. It won't be an easy to obtain. But first, there is a small matter of a ferocious monster that needs to be taken care of. A frightful creature it is, with 8 enormous tentacles. It must be killed as we reach Damsiam. Before it is too late. Too late for what? I don't know. I only pray for my instincts are wrong. So Tell is kind of like going, there's something bad coming. I don't know what it is, but shit's about to hit the fan. You can use a tent to obtain a log cabin, and you can carry it in your backpack. That's right, a full log cabin, by the way, chat. Luckily, Teller had one stuck in his bum. Yeah, it just happens to be the prince. Nice road. I mean, if my daughter ran away of age with a prince that's also a bard, I mean, he's a prince. I mean, she's going into money. I can get in on some of that. Who doesn't like money? Oh, hell, hit my joke. Did anybody help me come up with a joke about the green-haired dragon lady from... Well, you got a bit of time, Hat. I don't think we'll get to the naming part until probably next stream, to be honest. So you got heaps of time. I don't know anything about Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is one of those games that just eluded me as a kid. I'm excited for this new Fire Emblem. With this new Fire Emblem coming out, I haven't done any research into it. Do I need to know anything about Fire Emblem before I go into it? Is it a bad Fire Emblem to start? I had Fire Emblem Awakening, but I stopped playing it because nobody had feet, and it really fucking bothered me. I don't know why it bothered me so much. Fortune Waves looks so good, and no, just go in blind, it's all good. Yeah, right, okay. Similar to Final Fantasy, okay, cool. I do like Final Fantasy, so I relate to that. That is something I relate to. How are they not dead? Hez, have you thought about doing character PowerPoint slides when we meet the character in game and then going through how they grew through the game during the credits? I thought about doing something like that at the end, but that's a lot of work. If you want something like that, you can pay me for it. I mean that in the nicest of ways. Because it genuinely does take a lot. That would take a lot of work. Well, I can think of like a synopsis or whatnot. But I think the credits are kind of like a discussion thing. I do put a lot of time into this. If you want to make one for me, go for it. I'll put it in. I'll absolutely put it in. Have a cap. What a bad item. Oh my god. Counter rate. Feeling like a Final Fantasy 2. Jeez, there's quite a lot of people in here tonight. I didn't realize so many people watching. I turned my viewer count off, but yeah, there's quite a few of you. I'm glad you're all enjoying it. I guess there was. I was gonna like put a post out a bit earlier about it, but is there anything you would like to see? I mean, apart from the ultimate extra content you want me to put into the bloody post slides and whatnot. But is there anything that you would want to see more of when it comes to these PowerPoint slides? Like, is there anything you'd like me to cover more? Are they too wordy? Are they not wordy enough? Like, I'm open to feedback. No, mate. Have a good night. Hi, Hillary. Welcome in. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Crazy. Just hit it. Oh, good hit. Good hit. Get that physical attacks in. No, I just don't want to be using magic because I want to try to save it for this this fight coming up. That's the reason why I'm just spamming attacks. Or chuck in some concept art. Whip it out. Or whip it out or the concept art, one or the other. Yeah, right. What if I do both? Hourglass, nice. Oh, you fucker. Run! I think it is a Switch 2 exclusive. I believe it is. Shadow Blade. I didn't know he got a weapon here. This way leads outside. The monster lives in the cave beyond. The tent outside is a must. Okay. What we got here? Oh shit, it's already 30. Ah. What we do? Chat. Because it's 11:30, I do need to end stream right here, so we'll call it here. But we'll be back tomorrow for some more Final Fantasy 4 Marathon, and we'll probably power through until we get to Mount Ordeal. So, which will be a good stream tomorrow, actually, which will be a very good stream. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. I know it's a short stream, so apologies I can't go much longer. But let's find someone really quickly to raid. And yeah, once again, I know I keep saying it, but I really do hope that you all enjoyed. I hope you all enjoyed the stream so far. Let's. Who do we want to raid? Who's streaming right now? Who is streaming right now?
Oh my god!
Who just raided?
My, that is
Hi,
something
Zala.
and a half.
Welcome in. How's your stream?
Whoa! Thank you.
Hope you're doing well. Gee to the day. Let's raid. Oh, let's raid T-Pain. Let's raid T-Pain. I haven't raided T-Pain in a while. Can't believe that's a thing. I used to love T-Pain. I mean, I still love T-Pain, but now, like, you know, just a fellow streamer. All right, everybody. We're raid. Oh, wait, no. Slash raid. I'm not doing it right. Oh, you know that you can't. We're not allowed to raid T-Pain apparently. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll just raid Peter. Alright. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Wait. Raid Peter. Alright. Raiding Peter. I'm hoping to meet him when I go to Japan. Alright, everybody. I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for hanging out. Love you all. Appreciate you all. And I hope you all have an amazing week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.